Hello and welcome to the Sagebrush Art School's wolf painting demonstration. This is a picture of a Mexican wolf taken by Joel Sartore from National Geographic. First, you'll need to print out your reference material and then cut it out. If you want to make this a faster process and not have to draw every detail, you can just trace your cutout. Next, look for and identify some of the main landmarks that'll help you see the values and colors. I would look for the ears, the eyes, the nose, and mouth. And then if you look at the reference material, there's some oranges that are kind of in a section and some whites in a section. So kind of identify the different parts of your painting, especially the parts that you're going to want to keep white. This is important because in watercolor, your white is basically the color of your paper. And to preserve that white, there's a couple things we can do. This is a technique that we've used in class before, and it's called watercolor resist. Glue, another one is white crayon, and although this isn't necessarily watercolor resist, if you use some salt and throw it on your wet paper, it will add some kind of cool effects that will also sort of repel the water and add some nice design to it. The rest of your palette can be composed of just a few other colors. I would pick yellow ochre, which is sort of that tannish orangish color. I would pick a brown color and ivory black, and I've also had fun with a little bit of purple just for the background to make it sort of a cool night sky. So let's start with the watercolor resist first so that we can let that dry while we work on the other parts of the painting. I've had some glitter glue on hand, so I just used that, and then I also used some white crayon. And again, I'm looking for the white parts that I see in the reference picture, some on the fur and some on the background. It looks like snow, but I wanted to make it stars. While we're letting that dry, let's start putting on some fun colors. I started with the yellow ochre because it's a little bit lighter, and then played around with some brown colors and mixing it around. I also have a spray bottle to use if I want to make the water wet or make it sort of just blend together randomly. I'm just layering here. I've got some different darker tones I'm making now with the black and the brown. And I'm just playing really with it and having fun. Once I feel like the background is just about ready, I start placing some different colors in the back and then also playing with the salt and throwing that in there. This is just one of those things that you just want to have fun with. You can tell I didn't really know where I was going at some point with this and just kept adding some darker colors and just playing around. And I think that this is one of those assignments where I just want you to have fun. There's no perfect way to do it. I just want you to use some of these techniques that you've learned in class and come up with your own unique wolf painting. I've switched to a smaller brush towards the end here to try to get some more sort of finer lines, and I'm just kind of refining what I have. Don't get too discouraged if your wolf isn't looking exactly like you want it to. This is supposed to be fun, and I had a lot of fun with this, and it didn't need to be perfect for me to feel like I had learned something from playing around with these different techniques. I hope you have a lot of fun too.